Good morning, everyone. It's Friday. What a thunderstorm we had here in South Jersey last night. Just a little drippy rainy right now. I did pick up a new sign from eBay. Check it out. Let me see if I can't get it all in the picture. So I thought this was pretty cool. A lot of customers probably have warning lights on. Some of them don't know. Some of them do know. And what I was trying to do is, for the customers who don't tell us there's warning lights on, maybe this will jog their memory if they see it on the counter in the office. So if you have a red steering wheel and a key problem, it's a steering wheel lock. If your cruise control light's on, it just could mean it's on. Usually green means it's functioning fine. Automatic gearbox warning means there's something wrong. Press the brake pedal warning light. Typically when it's green, it's good. Power steering system, if you get a red steering wheel, means it's a fault. You probably don't have any steering. If you see the car with the squiggly lines behind it, electronic stability control is inoperative or it's off. Adaptive cruise, typically green, means it's good. If you have a diesel vehicle, typically these coil lights mean that the glow plugs are working or have a malfunction. Air suspension warnings, this is what that symbol looks like, or a symbol of that. This is how it works. Door jars come in many different colors, so if you have your doors all closed and you're showing doors open, that means there's a problem. Your airbag light, I'm not sure if they all come in, they are in different colors. So if you have an airbag warning light on, excuse me, you have a malfunction. Seatbelt warnings are very similar, and these are integrated into the same systems nowadays. Seatbelts as well. Lane assistance typically means it's working properly if it's in green. If it's in a different color, it usually means that it's not functioning. A lot of Europeans use this as a bulb malfunction warning. Doesn't necessarily mean the bulb's out. It can have an electrical problem or a module, but typically it is a bulb out. Parking brake system, even manual or electronic, are very similar today. And these two do technically tie together in today's vehicles, which is next is the anti-lock braking system. A lot of the problems are kind of hand in hand here because your parking brake system is now integrated into your brake calipers, which is part of the ABS control module. So if you have a red warning light, it's definitely not working. Yellow definitely means that there's a malfunction also in one of these systems. Brake warning light malfunctions, brake pad monitor. If you see this, that definitely means that your brake pads are low or a sensor is malfunctioning. Mostly that your brake pads have worn into the brake pad warning sensor and it's time for service. Press the brake pedal clutch. Just another light that just identifies what's going on in the vehicle to push the clutch down. Cooling systems, you never want to see these lights come on and continue to drive your car. Very costly experience here if you crack a cylinder head or a block and cause overheating problems. So if you see a red cooling light, that's not a good sign. Your vehicles are really smart today. They can tell you if the key is bad. So if you see a key warning, one of these times you're going to try and start your car and it's not going to start for you. Not the key in the vehicle. There's another system that says, hey, that's not the right key, or you have a malfunction going on. Adaptive suspension warnings, a picture of a shock absorber. Charging system warnings. I don't see too many vehicles that show an alternator. So if you see a battery light, now most vehicles have two batteries nowadays for your start-stop system and your regular 12-volt system. And then some of you guys have a high-voltage battery in your EV vehicle. So if you see this warning, don't ignore it, because if you have a bad battery or weak battery, it could blow up your generator or damage your EV transmission or your generator or an alternator. So don't avoid the battery warning lights. And some vehicles that are older systems, there is a problem, but the car still charges. Older, newer means there's a problem. You definitely don't want to ever see this light. That's a bad problem. You could also have good oil pressure with a malfunctioning switch, so you never want to ignore that. Adaptive lighting systems, headlight range control. It'll show the images of the headlights, because headlights in some vehicles are adaptive, meaning they move up and down. Rain and light sensors. Some vehicles have sensors in the windshield that adjust the wiper blades speed and things like that. They'll come on by themselves. Fog lights, very common. This typically means that they're working with a defroster feature. Diesel particulate filters. You're going to start seeing a lot of these particulate filters in gasoline-powered vehicles now. Hold on to your wallet. You better start maintenance in your car. Diesel guys know that these cars need maintenance. These vehicles need maintenance. Low fuel light. You definitely don't want to run out of gas. And there's also sensors that tell you that your gas tank is full or empty or whatever the case may be. And they do malfunction and give false readings. Some of these vehicles have adjustable spoilers in the back that they're adaptive, meaning they'll do it themselves or you manually can do it. EPC light comes on. Typically, if this light comes on, you're not going to be able to drive your car, or if you do, it's going to go in limp mode and you're really not going to go anywhere. So don't avoid that warning. Even if it just glitches for you, that means there's something malfunctioning. And then your windshield washer fluid level. We do see these on even though they're full, and that usually means there's a wiring problem or a sensor problem. So that kind of summarizes most of your sensors in today's vehicles. Most of your warning lights or lights that illuminate on your information cluster in your vehicle. And it's good to familiarize yourself with that and not ignore any of these symbols. Thanks for watching.